It's certainly a mix of emotions. I had one reporter ask me when initially, the Biden administration said that they were going to accelerate that withdrawal, and it was a move I supported under President Trump. It's a move I supported under President Biden, but it's definitely not a move that I think anyone is looking at with joy. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. It's a painful experience, even more so for those of us who have memories or who have lost friends and colleagues. I was just reading an article from the New York Times earlier today about the battle for Kandahar City, and that's a place I spent a year of my life. I have a lot of Afghan friends who are still there. So it's heartbreaking. It's frustrating to see it reach this point. But at some point, you need to acknowledge that a military solution is not a solution here. This is a political conflict being fought through military ends, and it will only be a political settlement that will end this conflict once and for all.
I think the economic concept you apply to something like this is sunk cost. And, there's only so much one can do. But I have to imagine that your view of this is complicated just by the news that broke over the weekend. I think it was last night that the Taliban have seized up to this point 5 different cities, provincial capitals. As of Sunday, the city of Kunduz is absolutely scorched. The photos are horrific. Do you look at what is happening so fast right now with the Taliban reasserting control as we head for the exits as changing any of the calculus for what needs to happen in the next 30 to 60 days?
I honestly don't. I think if I look at a lot of the provincial capitals that have been taken, Zaranj and Nimruz, that was always a very far-flung locale. Kunduz had fallen to the Taliban before. In fact, I had worked with some of the individuals who were killed in a U.S. airstrike on the ICRC hospital in Kunduz, I believe in 2015. So these are not easy questions. This is going to be a long road for the Afghan government to reassert its sovereignty and frankly, acknowledge its own limitations and constraints. I wish that we had more coordination with our NATO allies. I will not say that there are no elements of what's occurring that don't deserve some criticism. But again, on the whole, I don't know that if we would have waited 20 more years and done the same thing, it would be any different.